Today we are painting this cute little bee. I have the reference photo attached in the description. You can download this reference photo and of course paint along with me. It would be so much fun to paint with you. This bee, I picked it because I want to put it inside this very cute frame that I got. And this particular frame, I have a whole bunch of other paintings that I've done this size. I have an upcoming show and I want a collection of pieces that will fit inside these frames. So this bee will fit directly inside of this frame. I will link to that frame in the description below, but go ahead and download the bee, trace along with me, and let's paint together. I guess I should make it this direction as well. This bee, I do want to make him the cute little yellow and black that you would expect to see on a bee, but these wings, I want to add a little bit to the wings and make them feel a little bit more magical and glassy. So we're going to go ahead and get started working on that. What to do first? In watercolor, we like to work from light to dark, slowly building up color layer by layer. And that's what we're going to do with this bee. And I am going to begin with the yellow. So let's grab our brush. I'm going to begin with my round 6. And the colors that I'm using today, I have this pan, this Winsor and Newton pan that I am using. So all of the colors that I'll be using today are Winsor and Newton. I will also link to this as well. But really, you can use any set that you like. I am selling this particular piece, so I'm using a professional grade set of watercolors. I'm going to grab some yellow. I'm gonna bring it to my tray right here and add some water. I do want to build this color up slowly. So I'm just going to begin here adding this yellow where I see it. I love painting bees. I don't know particularly why I love painting bees so much, but for me, they are just this cute little animal insect. They do so much. It's really an insect. They do so much for us. And I'm actually very allergic to honeybees specifically. Knock on wood, I have not been stung in a very long time, thankfully. I feel like bees and I have an understanding with one another. I leave them alone and they leave me alone. But when I was a little kid, I would do weird things like I would wear sandals, but I've flicked them accidentally up under into my sandal. I have looked down at railings and made sure that there were no bees there, and then put my hand back down and put my hand down on a bee. So I don't know what that is, but I attract them. I guess I should feel I guess I should be flattered that I attract them. I think they're adorable and they do so much for us pollinators. So as you can see right here, I am gently and carefully bringing in the yellow wherever I see it. Very excited about this particular little painting here because it's just going to be so sweet and so cute, and it's going to help me just really bring together a collection that I have been working on. So under the wings there, I did go under the wings, and I'm going to add some more water to my yellow here and begin. This is a black. With bees, I've done a number of bee paintings, little and big, practicing, and I have in the past accidentally painted yellow where I want black, or black where I want yellow with these stripes. I don't know, for some reason my mind can just get ahead of itself. And a little yellow in right here. In this fuzz, we're gonna leave that a little yellow. And I do want to just kind of bring some in here. There'll be a lot of black, but I want to bring this in. And there's a black line here. This is yellow in here. And here, yellow as well. And we'll just do some yellow bits back here. Okay. There we go. Now letting that dry, because we of course don't want the black to bleed into that yellow. But the next thing that I do want is I do want to get some black onto my palette. I'll show you, I started with ivory black from Winsor & Newton, but I have since used up most of that ivory black and had to refill it. And I refilled it with Mars black, and it's very similar. So I'm gonna do the places that I know I can do without touching any yellow. I think that this particular bee, you know, they have like green queen bees and drones, and I think there's one other kind in a hive. Maybe a few other types, but I think this is a drone. I'm not 100% sure. If you are a beekeeper and you know, please tell us. But I do believe that we here have a drone. I don't think it's a queen bee. And I see where I missed some yellow, so I want to bring that in. Up a little yellow here, bringing it to its arm, and I think we have a little spot there and a little spot here. Oh, and look, this is a little bit puffy yellow, so I'll need to bring yellow orange into that little spot, just like it is over here. Okay, I've got that nice and taken care of. And with this light black, I'm gonna go in, so the wing is over top of a leg, but there is a leg under there. And so what I do want is I want us to be able to show that leg. And I see it down here. And let's see, I thought I kind of drew it in a little. Yeah, I do think I did. Yeah, he's got a cute little leg back here. Yeah, that's the leg underneath and that wing. So I've got that under there. And then there's another one on this side, and with this Mars black, really lightly, I want to bring it in under the leg here. So I do see where we've got a little bit, oh, probably not enough black, maybe a little more needed. Just bringing that leg in as well. The wings are a little bit bigger than this, but I kind of did that on purpose. I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting than just a bee in the middle. So to me, touching the wings to the edges of where the bee would be makes it a really nice extra little composition there. I'm going to bring in the black, and it's here as well. we'll see. Okay, now there's these spots, remember, that I said there's still yellow and I missed? Well, I want to get that now, so I'm going to bring in the yellow here. What do I really want to do next? I want to play a little bit with this wing because everything's kind of dry, and I have an aqua green on my palette right here, and it is Winsor & Newton kind of aqua, and it's kind of shimmery, and I think I'm just gonna bring it into some places lightly. There we go. And I would love to do that over here, but it's not maybe dry enough yet for me to do that over there. But while this is drying, I do want to pull in more black, and I want to get lots of pigment. I want to have a higher pigment to water ratio here, and I believe I do. And I want to just bring this in a little bit into this area. And this is still kind of wet, so it's spreading nicely. So I'm using my round 6, and it's actually pretty big for what I'm trying to do. So I have this other, it's a silver black velvet, and it is a 1, which means it's pretty thin. So I do want to use this. I've got water black pigment down, and I'm just kind of going to bring this in a little bit more. I'm going to get these little tiny hairs kind of on both sides. See how I'm doing that? It helps add that really believable hairs because it is so small and tiny. And the look is so nice back there. You can see, I know that just kind of it was a little bit blurry as I was doing that, but it's just nice and really sharp back there. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna come back here and just do some more. It's a very nice little spot. I do want to take my brush in here, grabbing my round 1 and dropping it here. There we go. This is shaping up. What do you think? Are you enjoying the looks of this? I know, I certainly am. It's really fun. And I don't want to hit the black against that yellow right there. See how, I don't know if you can tell how wet that is, but that's still pretty wet. So I need to be really careful when I get over there. See, the yellow is coming in right here. Go back to my aqua green. I love this color right here, and I think this is dry enough for me to bring in a little bit more color on this side. Yeah, there we go. It's gonna make it look kind of glassy when all is done. I want to grab my round 1 again, and there's some places that I wanted to get with cute little hairs, like here. We've got our fluffy little bee. This is looking so good. We're really starting to get there with this guy. I've got Van Dyke Brown. I'm going to bring it onto my palette because that is what I want the color to be of the wings. I don't want it to be completely black, but I am gonna want that pretty Van Dyke brown. I'm gonna bring it in here. Giving it a little highlight on that wing, see? And again, this is wet, so I want to be careful not to get in there because that will bleed. But if it's not wet, I can kind of work around it. More of this. This is the Van Dyke brown. I love how this guy has turned out. I could add some shadow if I really wanted to. We could add some shadow if we wanted, but I kind of like just letting it be how it is. I may darken up some of this black. What do you think? There are a few other things that I decided I want to do. I'm going to take this orange this muddy orange I have on my palette. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. And there is a shadowy spot right here. So I'm just going to kind of bring that muddy orange in. All right, that brightens it up a bit. I also want to continue with this muddy orange over here in this spot right here. And here. And I'm going to bring it in here. And look how adorable this nice, cute, we've got it just so nice now. And it's all framed up. It's ready to go, as you can see. Et voila. It's just nice and adorable, all set and ready to go. Just a perfect little bee, ready to go. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share with a friend.